Johnjay and Rich. In the studio, we have it's a very famous person in the studio. We have Nadya Suleman. That's how you say your name, Suleman?
I don't feel famous, but thank you.
Oh, you are.
Well, you know,
You
we've been following your story from the very, very beginning. We've done updates on it, and I don't know where you stand on the Octomom title, but that is kind of
Well,
what.
my kids stand on it every day. You know, Octo, stop that laughing. Making our eardrums pop.
It's interesting to look at you for real, because I always see you on.
I love that people don't recognize in person. I love it.
You're very pretty.
Thank you. My kids
gorgeous.
were exactly the same. The same face, same features, same. So from the beginning, people want to, you know, the media is feeding lies to.
That's what I was going to ask you. You
No,
haven't had any plastic
never.
surgery?
I
Well,
have
you
not.
have
I have
incredible.
breast reduction.
Breast
That's the only
reduction?
surgery, yeah.
What a
My
shame.
kids all have the same mouth. We have the same nose. Both sets of cheeks.
What about,
Everything.
does that bother you when you read stuff like, oh, she had surgery to make herself look
You
like
know what?
Angelina
In the
Jolie?
beginning, I was just I don't follow celebrities. In the beginning, I was just laughing. My friends and family laughed hysterically because they're like, "You of all people are against that." I was raised by a very old-fashioned Muslim father, and my mom, first-generation American. I'm very mixed.
Oh,
So
wow.
So I've got
haven't
very
done-
mixed.
you haven't done your lips or
very-
anything?
Nothing. No. My cousins, my family, on my dad's side, double that.
Oh, really?
I'm half Arabic, yeah, and they are
So
all
now,
big old fat lips.
That's
And I'm-
great for-
And the backside,
And
too,
the
the
booty.
Middle Eastern backside, so.
So growing up, though, I mean, you probably are like, oh, my lips are big, but now
I was
it's...
teased for a lot of things. Growing up, though, it was unusual. I had a afro. I had an afro. My dad is very, very dark, and he had an afro, so everyone thought I was mixed, half black. He's up, but I'm piece Palestinian. And it's funny because I was teased for, you know, kids tease you for everything.
Yeah.
And my people would come up to my mom to try to get me into acting and modeling, and I'd be like, no, I want to be a doctor. I was pre-med for a while.
Yeah,
You're
I've heard
definitely
that.
in the medical world.
Looking at you now, you're here. Who's watching the family while you are gone working?
What's great is I've implemented a really, really, really healthy system where I have a very small, select circle of friends where I'm separating, like the 8 are with a family, my good friend and her husband and her adult children are taking care of them. Then I have my twins with our friends and another set of friends. Then my older kids actually went out of town. They're having a blast, you know, with a really good friend of mine. I won't say where they went. I'm protecting their privacy, which is
Sure.
why I've not done a reality show thus far.
I was going to ask you about that, too. I mean, as far as the stuff, I mean, everybody's got to make money. Everybody's got to go out and do stuff, and
Right.
you've probably had to do some stuff that you wouldn't have decided to do. But why not, with your medical background, and why not do a show that's not so tabloidy like the K+8, and do a show that you could get paid for on your terms?
I'm receptive to any kind of opportunity out there. I mean, if someone comes to me with some idea, I mean, I'm not going to say no.
My sister does reality shows.
Really?
In LA.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
It-
a lot of them for the Learning Channel.
Everyone's
and
like
for
this for me.
skills.
Octomom, we want nothing to do with her. They're terrified, really.
Well,
So it's not you
Why?
saying no.
Because of
There's a way to do it.
Because Octomom's not me. I wouldn't even want to meet Octomom. That's when you slap, the second you slap a label onto any person, you instantly dehumanize that person. It no longer is a human, it's an it. I've been a walking it for over 3.5 years, and when you're an it, you can no longer identify or relate to that person. You know what I mean? You can't.
That's
You watch-
kinda interesting.
Have you ever seen Cake Boss?
Hey, cool.
Cake Boss is
I
a
don't
show.
watch any TV.
You don't watch it? Oh,
I have
my,
it over and over.
my
and
You got
sister
over.
1,000 kids. You can't watch TV.
My sister does that show and a bunch of other shows. There's a class.
I have my own TV at
There should be a
home.
classy way of doing your reality show.
Well,
I
you
bet
know what?
can
I'm
make
open-minded.
millions.
I'm
Well,
very
I'll tell her to
open-minded.
get hold of you somehow.
It is
That'd be
fact,
great.
just dinner
How
time.
does she get a hold of you? I'm
My
kidding.
manager, Gina Rodriguez, and
Okay.
she saved our lives, really. She's like an angel to me. She works her butt off, and she is one of the hardest workers I've ever met.
Well, let me. You're in town because you're doing a DVD signing at Castle Mega Store on Washington.
Ew.
You
Yeah.
can buy the Octomom Home Alone DVD, receive a Skip the Line wristband, which guarantees you autograph and picture with Octomom. What time is the signing?
It's between 6 and 10 at the Octomom Home Alone by Wicked.com.
I saw
And
it.
Wicked, I'm so lucky. We
Fascinating.
reached out to them. They're a very professional, respectful company, and they are the only ones who have never reached out to me. That's why we reached out to them.
Oh, really?
Right, never.
You know, I watched a lot of the video because, it was such news. I watched,
I have not. I refuse to watch
Well,
it.
no, and you have
Close
this.
my
I
eyes,
have this
feel tired.
perception of like, oh my God, what is
Train wreck!
Yeah, and it was fantastic. I mean, it was. You look fantastic.
People
Yeah.
think I've done something. I don't even know what they have. But when I was all my life, I've been abnormally little. I'm a size 2.
You
but
still
I,
are.
But I snap back right away.
I mean, even down there, that whole
And
little
here's the
thing.
thing: how many moms or women do you know have 8 with no bed rest?
Right.
I've had no bed rest. So I'm part Arabic, part Lithuanian, part German, part alien too. You know what I mean?
Part
And,
alien.
and 100% American. So I mean, everyone's different. Everyone is special and unique in their own way. You cannot categorize everyone, put them all in the same basket. You just can't do that. There's some people that are just different.
So with your, because you just talked about earlier about not having, like didn't have
Right.
sex with anybody, you didn't have sex to have these babies.
I will never.
You'll never have sex?
I will no, I'm not that, but I believe in a very long-term, committed, loving relationship before you even kiss someone.
Okay.
I'm a germaphobe too.
Is it
And I
hard?
wouldn't even kiss
Is it hard to
anybody
date?
unless-
Have you dated anybody?
I've never dated in my life. I've had one boyfriend and a donor. And I don't date, and I wouldn't even kiss. I was friends with my ex-boyfriend for a year before I'd even touch him.
Well, yeah.
And I made him get tested. He had to have full-on screening.
good, and you're
panel,
safe.
Yeah, beyond.
Okay, so
I have my what's it called? Sanitizer. I rub it all over my.
so you haven't been with a guy in a long time, or you won't be. So, but when you make this video,
Right.
how do you know what to do?
I didn't know. I had no clue what I was doing. I was driving there, freaking out. I got to the set. The crew, they were so professional and so laid back and respectful. But I especially Miss Jessica Drake. She's a beautiful person inside and out. She's a wicked star. She helped me calm down, self-soothe, and she was showing me on the outskirts of it how to. I'm a hyper puppy.
Is it
I
take?
bark all over the place. You know that. But so I had to calm. the hardest part for me is to slow down, and I had to really concentrate on slowing down. I did not practice. I don't practice anything. I danced recently.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah, I
practice
heard
anything.
about that.
I danced once in my pajamas.
How was this? What song did you come out to? Like, do you have a favorite
My
song?
favorite is I love Rihanna. I
Yeah,
love
the
Rihanna.
S&M
I
song,
said
right?
Dominatrix one.
Yeah,
It was S&M.
how
So you just let the
fun.
beat come, and you're like,
I was gonna do it was a comedic kind of thing.
Oh.
I like to make fun of myself, right? So I had this huge diaper, big old bottle. Who wants some milk? You know, I mean,
Oh.
just making fun. And you know what? I'm expecting
You
the guy
love
to come
that.
up. You guys are more shy. You're like, you know, like frozen. And all these girls were like in line, and this girl is like, "It's my birthday, please." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Okay, come on. And then I whipping her. And she's like, I gave her bottle. Can I diaper you? She's like, no. You know, it's so
She
cute.
said no to the diaper, yes
All
to the
these
bottle.
girls kept coming on stage. They want, and then I did the
Was it fun?
schoolgirl. I was very nervous because
Yeah.
I'm introverted. I'm very shy.
You are not introverted.
You know what? I was voted most shy my senior year in high school. I declined because I was so shy. I have been catapulted into this unfamiliar terrain, and you have to then just conform to your environment. And I have.
are you happy?
I'm becoming happier and happier every day because of, you see, what happens is this truth, how many people can identify that financial stress is like an albatross around your neck. It asphyxiates you, and it can suffocate and suppress your personality, your characters, your sense of humor. It suppresses you. It suffocates you. Once it's lifted, you're free to be you.
Are you starting to make some money now, so you can be freer?
I feel freer in myself, and my sense of self is becoming stronger. My confidence is going.
Because I really feel for you, and I want
Thank
good
you.
things to happen to you. Because
I'm
you
very,
have,
very, very happy and
you know,
excited
a lot of
of
children.
all the ventures that I'm undertaking.
What's it like? Like
Lots
with
of
me,
opportunities.
we did this bit on the air one time when Rich and our kids were really little. I have an 8 and a 7 and a 5-year-old, all boys. And a long time ago, we said, okay, we let the wives do the radio show, and we stayed home with the kids.
Wow.
And it was a total disaster at my house. One of my kids was running around with a light socket in his mouth. And
Oh, no.
And I was like,
Oh, shoot.
what's it like? I mean, with
Right.
14 of them running around, you can, I
Aiden,
mean,
get out of the oven right now.
right?
I
Like,
do that.
get out of
He
the
has
oven.
autism.
What have you heard
But
yourself say?
My 7-year-old has autism, and that's the only thing. I have to tie some stuff on the oven. He's obsessed. It's off, obviously.
Right.
He's always wanting to open that darn oven and just sit in it. Just sit in it. So I don't cook in the oven.
Do you screw
Right.
up names all the time?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ella,
Me too.
JJ, Jalija, Miracle, Kamira.
Can you say all their names really fast?
I could try.
Go
Right.
for it.
I said 16 kids before, so excuse me.
Ready? Go.
Okay, Elijah, Amira, JJ, Aiden, Calissa, Caleb. Here we go. Noah, Malia, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Nariah, Josiah, Jonah, Makai.
Now, is there
Wow.
is there a throwaway name when
Bravo.
you were getting to like, okay,
You
you're
know,
going to be da-da-da?
Mariah,
The
Mariah.
hidden one is the chunkiest turkey. He's the biggest turkey you've ever seen.
Yeah.
He was hiding under my left breast, and he broke a rib.
Uh-huh.
So that was the only reason I had bed rest.
Oh,
I had
really?
no bed rest, actually. That was the only reason I was hospitalized.
I can't say my 3 kids. I got Jake, Kemp, and Dutch, and I screw those up all the time. I can't believe
I
how
know.
Tina
Those
was.
are cool.
And you got
Those are
lots of
good.
ayahs on
Those
the
are
end of
great
yours.
names. I like those.
Just call them A through Z. A through
No,
Z.
there you go. Number one, number two, number three.
All right, so your website is, you got octoloan.com,
Octoloan.
or you're on Dallas Star.
Yeah, call me up, dial star. Yeah, I'll talk
People
to
can
anybody.
really talk to you.
You know what they do, and I have the same consistent people calling me, and they're the most positive people I've ever encountered. They've enriched my life significantly. People that live very different lives than me, I think, have enriched my lives more than anyone else.
Can I take a picture with you and make it my profile picture?
Oh, you can do anything you want.
Can I take-
Almost anything you
Can I
want.
take a picture of your feet and tweet it?
I hate my feet. Oh, no,
he
no,
loves
tell me you don't
feet.
have one of those fetish things.
No, yeah, he's a feet
I do.
guy.
I
What's
got my. If I could change one thing besides a million stretch marks, I would change my feet because I got those channel changing toes. Or like, I don't. If I ever watched TV, I wouldn't need a remote.
But
I could
today's
just change
toe.
my
like
feet
mine.
Today's
with my toes.
Toe Tuesday.
Oh shoot, we don't want it to be toe.
All right, so it's octoloan.com, or you can get a DVD signing tonight at Castle Megastore.
Hey, I like you. I thought you might have been kind of wackadoo
Thanks,
coming in.
Nadia.
but
I am weird.
You make sense to
We're
me.
all weird
So
in our
sweet.
own
Thank you
way.
for coming in. Thank you
And
very much.
and follow me on Becoming Nadia Twitter.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Getting more
What is it? What is
getting
it?
more and more people
Becoming
following
Nadia?
me. It's at Becoming Nadia on Twitter, and I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I'm
Okay.
kind of technologically
Are you doing it
inept a
yourself?
little
Are
bit.
you?
You know what? In promotion, I get help. I'm not gonna lie.
You gotta-
All the real stuff, all the private stuff.
Yeah.
Like I took a shower and I got a flood downstairs in the kitchen. I'm like all pots and pans, and my foot accidentally got in there with a mop, and I tweeted it. It's
Yeah,
like
that's
real
true.
stuff. The
Yeah.
real stuff. It's all me. Yeah, I do it myself. So
Well, thank you for coming in.
thank you for
Thanks.
having me. Thank
That's so
you
cool.
very much.